Elizabeth Dunn, Happy Money, The Science of Smarter Spending. Welcome to the summary of Happy Money, The Science of Smarter Spending by Elizabeth Dunn. Get ready to challenge the conventional notion that more money leads to greater happiness. In this summary, we will delve into the intricacies of how the way we spend our money impacts our happiness. Discover 5 key principles for spending money in a way that fosters happiness, such as focusing on experiences and being generous to others. Prepare to explore practical examples and take away valuable insights into rethinking your relationship with money and enhancing your happiness in the long run.
The connection between money and happiness. Many people believe that winning the lottery would make them happier, but the connection between money and happiness is not as straightforward as we assume. While there is a connection between money and happiness, research shows that having more money won't necessarily make you substantially happier. Your level of income has little influence on how much you smile, laugh, or enjoy yourself on a daily basis. In fact, focusing solely on wealth can lead to suppressing behaviors that would make you happier. This summary proposes 5 principles of spending money in a way that will make you happier, emphasizing that how you choose to spend your money matters more than how much money you have. Spend less, experience more. To lead a happy life, people should spend less on material things and instead invest in experiences, according to studies. Experiences create memories that last a lifetime and can be relived, making people feel happier. It doesn't have to be expensive. Even small experiences can bring immense joy. Americans who spend their money on leisure activities such as going to the movies or attending sporting events were found to be generally happy. Data shows that spending money on experiences brings more happiness than buying material things like jewelry. The sensory experience of attending concerts or sporting events and sharing it with friends or family deeply impacts the mind, creating profound memories that provide long-term happiness. The paradox of abundance. We tend to appreciate things less when they are readily available, but there are ways to increase pleasure by limiting access to treats, paying attention to details, and dividing experiences into smaller parts. Have you ever noticed that you appreciate something less when it's readily available to you? The phenomenon of abundance decreasing appreciation is a common tendency in human behavior. This concept applies to anything from historic landmarks to your morning cup of coffee. While it may seem counterintuitive, limiting your access to things that bring you pleasure can paradoxically increase their impact. You can achieve this by turning common things into special treats. For example, instead of binge drinking coffee throughout the day, limit yourself to one luxurious cappuccino every once in a while. Another way to increase pleasure is by reminding yourself of the specific details that make something special. For instance, appreciating the specific characteristics of a car, such as the make, model, and horsepower, can increase the owner's enjoyment of driving it. Similarly, paying attention to where your coffee beans were grown and how they were roasted can make your morning cup of coffee feel like more of a reward. Finally, dividing experiences into smaller parts can lead to greater pleasure. Studies show that most people prefer a greater number of small pleasures to a smaller number of large ones. For instance, some companies offer 3 30-minute massages for $330, even though a 90-minute massage costs $230. People tend to get more pleasure from dividing experiences into smaller parts. By applying these strategies, you can potentially increase the pleasure you derive from things that bring you joy. Money can buy you happiness. Money is not the root of all evil. In fact, it can help you save time and pursue your passions. By outsourcing chores and purchasing time-saving goods, you can free up time for activities that make you happy. People often spend their free time doing things that increase feelings of tension and depression, such as shopping or doing housework. Instead, it's important to outsource or automate activities that aren't making you happier, and spend money to enhance activities that do. For example, if you love reading and listening to music, investing in an e-reader and better headphones can help you get more out of these activities. Don't waste time hunting for bargains, as time is precious. Spend a few extra dollars to free up more time for what you love. The joy of anticipation. Our happiness lies in the anticipation of a purchase and not the debt-laden aftermath that credit cards bring. Studies have shown that future events provoke more positive emotions than identical past ones. So rather than falling into debt, save gradually and savor the anticipation of getting what you want. The power of giving. Giving to others brings more happiness than spending on oneself. Seeing others' happiness through our gifts deepens our connection with them. Donating money also motivates us at work. Bill Gates and Warren Buffett are some of the richest people who have pledged to give away their wealth to charity. One can follow in their footsteps by donating money to organizations such as DonorsChoose.org and make a difference in other people's lives. Applying principles of happiness. The book emphasizes how to apply the principles of happiness in our daily lives. Firstly, the author suggests that we should combine all these principles to maximize the boost to our happiness. Secondly, we should scrutinize our expenses and see where we can reallocate our spending to increase happiness. The author gives an example of giving a friend a cup of cappuccino, which gives a gift and also spends on an experience, a happiness 2-for-1. Thirdly, we should start saving money to be prepared for potential surprises that could drastically reduce our happiness. The author advises setting a solid target of saving 5% out of every paycheck. It's crucial to be happy about saving without harming our happiness in the present. Through these steps, we can apply the principles to our daily expenses and achieve ultimate happiness in the long run.
As we wrap up the summary of Happy Money, The Science of Smarter Spending, it's vital to remember that the true key to unlocking happiness isn't solely through accumulating wealth. By focusing your spending on experiences rather than material possessions, turning everyday indulgences into special treats, and valuing the time saved through smart purchases, genuine happiness can be found. Moreover, the anticipation of spending saved money brings joy, and the fulfillment one receives while spending on others has a contagious effect. By implementing these principles and making small, conscious adjustments to your spending habits, you can embrace a smarter approach towards money management and uncover the secret to lasting happiness.